Hello and welcome. I'm about to go to meet a few of my friends, so I thought, as I'm anyway getting ready, so I'll do this get ready with me. It's been a while since I did a get ready with me, so I'm quite happy to have a chance to just chat about life and put my makeup on. I've been testing and so far loving this Farsali primer, so I decided to try this today with more light makeup. So how is it's 1st of July today. So far the summer has been excellent here in Finland. It is possible that we have very cold weather, like 10 degrees, but for example today it's I think 20, 22 or something like that. So very good summer. I have absolutely no complaints. I think I'll use a little bit of the Spotlight Illuminating Primer from Physicians Formula for my cheeks. I just feel like getting a really glowy look today. Do you know the feeling when you want all the glow you just can? Well, this is not the glowiest of all, but I plan to use more glow, so I think I'll try today to mix these two. Both are my recent favorites and they have quite similar undertone. I'm also testing this foundation brush from e.l.f. These brushes are not sold here in Finland, so I ordered it online. I think from Feel Unique. Yeah, it's just beautiful, kind of rose shaped, this brush part. It looks good. It's really skin-like finish, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So, if you watched my recent video, not the most recent, but the one before that, you know that I just moved recently and I finally have more space and my beauty room. It's getting there. I still have some boxes to go, but do you know the feeling when you have been moving for a month and then finally you're in a situation that you're starting to get everything together and you can just calm down and not think about the stuff you need to do all the time. And you don't have to look for things, you know. I still have some items lost. I have absolutely no idea where those things are, and I just need to go through all the boxes and drawers, and it's just. But finally, I have moved and I'm settling down, and it's pretty much perfect and relaxing now, this situation at least. There's so much going on otherwise that I cannot say that I don't have anything to do now anymore, but at least this moving part is over now. It's settling down to my nose quite well. I think I'll apply just a little bit of only this Smashbox to the areas where I want a bit more coverage, so I can get. I don't need to use so much other products. I need more luminosity. This is way too matte to my preference now, so I'm adding these illuminating drops to the areas I want more luminosity. This champagne shade is basically my skin tone. She's here again. The tail is back. The concealer I've been loving lately is this Radiance, Lasting Radiance from Rimmel. This is not a full coverage and it does have a little bit of luminosity in it. The only downside is the shade. I'm not the biggest fan of the shade, but I really love the formula. As well as the foundation. Both are such a great ones. Again, not the full coverage ones, but the quite natural finish and long lasting. I decided to try bullet journaling. Bullet journaling. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know the thing where you make your own journal and you can create the pages and the tracking systems and calendar and everything that you want. And I spent most of yesterday to create that, and even the parts of doing the planning what kind of things you want to track in your life and what kind of things you want to get your focus on and what kind of dreams you have and goals and how do you want your life to be. That itself was very kind of productive. I realized many things that some things that I thought I do already that I didn't do, and there was some things that I realized that I have already come pretty far from where I was, for example, 6 months ago. So it's very interesting to see where I'm getting in maybe next 6 months if I just keep doing this journal and keeping track of the things and what I want to do and what I want to achieve. I'm adding a little bit of this Jeffree Star Concealer next to my nose. And also it's the first time ever I'm started to tracking my pain kind of calendar. So I never used to do that. I just had this kind of overall feeling that's am I feeling good or not, and how many days have gone with the painkillers or how many days I've been with them or without. And now is the first time I really started to track that how many days in a month I have with minimal pain and how many days I have the maximum pain or in the middle. I know that there isn't any days that I don't have any pain, so that's quite rare. It happens maybe twice a year for a few days. But for most of the days the pain is quite okay, and then there is few weeks periods when the pain is more it's here more, so it's interesting to see what the situation is for real. Not just what I think it is, but what it actually is. As per usual, I set my eyeshadow primer with eyeshadow. This is just a single I got from the NYX Christmas calendar last year. It's good. It's pretty much my skin color, maybe a bit more pinky, but it works really well as eyeshadow primer setting powder. Under eye, as per always, my Becca brightening powder or under eye setting powder, something like that. But let me know if you have tried this bullet journaling or if you have been thinking about it and decided not to, or if you have tried and didn't like it or anything experiences. I'm curious to know what the experiences have been and what you've been thinking, and did you find anything new in your life or achieve something or realize something or anything like that. So I'm curious to know what the processes have been. Laura Mercier on my nose as always. This eyebrow product, 3 products in one. I reviewed this in, I think, my monthly favorites or something. There is a pencil, powder and eyebrow gel in one product, and I like this surprisingly lots, and especially the shade of it. I would have never bought this shade myself. I would have think this is too warm, but it actually isn't that warm. Where is my mirror? I don't know what happened. My mouth area here looks really dry. It isn't, and I didn't use powder, but it does. I did use new kind of sunscreen moisturizer from Bare Minerals. I have used it only once, and that does leave quite dry feeling to the skin, and maybe that combined to the Farsali primer might do the thing. But you know, these fine lines you get to your upper lip when you get older, I have never seen those in my skin before this moment. This is, and there is creases here. I never get creases in here, never. For blush, I think, as I often do, I use first liquid blush, and then if it's not enough, I might put a powder blush on top it. And today I'm going to use this liquid blush from Korento Organics. This is a Finnish brand. This is the shade Pumpkin, and I haven't used this shade before. I have the other one, I think it's raspberry or something like that. But this Pumpkin is a bit more warm toned. The downside with these is that these are unbelievably pigmented, so you need to be careful with these. As there is so much, there's 10 milliliters in this package, there is way too much, because even one drop is too much to use on your both cheeks, so it's just too much. But I love these because these are kind of serum blushes, so there is moisture and skincare, and these are oil based, so these keep my dehydrated dry cheeks really in good shape during the day, especially winter time when my cheeks get really dry. These have been really helping, and they give such a beautiful natural glow as well, and I really like this shade. I always thought that I'm a girl of cool toned blushes, and then something happened, and maybe last year or so I've been loving these warm toned blushes. Things change, preferences change, your skin tone changes. That's makeup, and that's why I love it, so you can change the look of your makeup. This, exactly, look, it's just too much. It's so pigmented, and you, again, I didn't even use a drop. I just tipped my brush a little bit to the drop I put on my plate, and there is still more than half of the drop left. And you can get these shipped internationally. It's the Korento Organics. I will link these below. I am not affiliated, I just love this brand, so check out these. This is natural cosmetics, so if you like clean beauty natural products, you might want to test this brand out. My favorite quick eye makeup has been recently again these Jeffree stick eyeshadow pencils. Now I have a new shade. This is the shade 10 Satin Faction. This is beautiful, kind of rose gold shade, and these are just so easy and effortless to use. I use this to the inner corner and then just smudge if there is any lines. The eyeshadows I will use are from this MAC palette. I did a review about this as well, so you can. I will link that below as well if you want to see that. But this is. I've been using this almost daily when I have this kind of basic makeup. Need for basic makeup. It's just perfect for these kind of looks. I used to have glasses 10 years ago, and then I did eye surgery, and I lasted 10 years without glasses, and then now I was forced to get glasses back, so I don't have contact lenses on, so I don't need any point of putting a lot of makeup on my eyes, because I know that it's not going to be that much visible in my eyes, and my glasses are quite bold, so I'll just add a little bit of shimmery shades to the outer corner, and that's pretty much it. You might wonder why I use the cream product to the inner corner and then eyeshadows, powder eyeshadows. It's because this weather usually makes, as I have this kind of fully hooded eyes, for some reason my inner part of my eyelids get sweaty and oily during the day. So this kind of cream formula, which they just last better during the day, so that's the main reason. And I also love the easiness. So if I want, I can just use the one shade, and that's everything. A little bit of liner and mascara, and then we are good to go. I did apply a little bit of the Catrice Primer Fry, this glowy spray, to this mouth area, and it did help a little bit. I'm still a bit worried that how dry it's going to look during the day, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens with that. I will do my hair now. It takes some time curling it. I'm still not used to this longer. This is my longer look, so I'm a bit clumsy with the hair things, but I will come back with the lip product. Hair is curled, clothes have been changed. Now it's time for lipstick, and then I'll be off. I need to clean my glasses as well. Sensai lipstick. I'm sorry, this is way too expensive for anyone, but it's so good. And I love this shade. This is shade 05. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this name. Himawari orange. I'll link it below. I don't have a lip liner this color, but I don't actually need with this one. These don't bleed, at least on me, so these last very well. Here we are, and it does look a bit more bright than it is in real life, but I like, as I have my glasses, I'm sorry these are dirty, but I just show you the contrast, because the glasses are so strong and dark and visible. I think that this kind of bright lipstick suits it very well. So here was my get ready with me today, kind of my everyday basic look. This is how I do my makeup if I just go out with my friends or doing some errands or everyday life. So this is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any requests, questions, anything, comments, something, leave me a comment. And if you want to see my makeup looks and my product reviews and pics in Instagram, it's also Merit of Beauty there as well. I wish you have a great day, and see you next time. Bye bye.